It's the cold hard truth. Everyone really want to know what's going on with her show. Just get on the air and you will know it's Sandra. The queen of the mile road is here, helping people from everywhere. Get on the phone and you will hear Sandra. Now she will tell you how it goes, but don't you ever step on her toes, 'cause you will hear the cold hard truth from Sandra. They say she's the hero in town, helping people from all around. You get a call, your money is found, it's Sandra. Some will call her late at night just to say that there is a fight, and she will not just leave it alone. She'll get up and call on the phone, and when politics starts on her show, everyone really wants to know the way the things will really go with Sandra. And some will start to criticize, get on the show and tell pure lies, but someday we'll realize it's Sandra. And when they start to argue again, she'll pull the heads to the wind, and soon you will be a friend of Sandra. 'Cause every day everyone wanna hear from Sandra. 'Cause every day everyone wanna hear from Sandra. 'Cause every day everyone got to hear from Sandra. 'Cause every day everyone got to hear from Sandra.
If you're a parent right now, you already know the cost of living has gone up. Rent, childcare, groceries. When the cost of living rises, government must rise to meet it. And we have. Under the revised ECAP policy, our Early Childhood Assistance Program, we've increased funding to keep pace with what families are actually paying today for their children's early education. Who benefits? A father working every hour he can. A single mother doing it alone. A grandparent raising grandchildren they love. Maybe that's you. Up to 235 Caymanian children will benefit directly, and I want every single one of them to have the start they deserve. That is why we are here. If you've applied before and been disappointed, I encourage you to try again. If you've never applied because you assumed you wouldn't qualify, now is the time to find out. And if the funding didn't feel like enough before, it should now. Is your child 3 years old and Caymanian? You may qualify. Visit us at moeapplications.gov.ky and apply for the 2026-2027 academic year.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, Cayman. Happy Monday. We're doing it again. Another beautiful and amazing week right here in the Cayman Islands. What better place could you possibly be? Seriously, I challenge you to find a better place. Oh my goodness. So amazing. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. We've got lots of ground to cover this morning. Good news. Some not so good news, I suppose, for some people. And, but, you know, lots of good news. Yeah. And then we just bring you the cold hard truth, which to me is, good, bad, and probably somewhere in between. But we'll get there. How's everybody feeling? Everybody feeling good? We're going to get back to doing our squats today as well, because boy, have we fallen off the wagon on that one. Oh, no, honey child. I can't let y'all fall off the wagon. Nope. We're going to have to make it a priority. So somebody please remind me closer to 8:30. We're going to get up and we're going to do some squats. We're going to squat it out. Honey child. And that's a metaphor in life, Sometimes you fall off and you got to dust yourself off and get right back up. It happens every single day. 99% failure rate, but you only need that 1% to be able to say, aha. Speaking of the 1%, the unbelievable stories tomorrow. 9 years here at CMR. Can you believe it? OMG. And we are going to party like it's 1999. Not really. I'm like, in 1999, did we have 75-inch TVs? Heck no. If we did, we couldn't afford them. But we're giving one away on tomorrow's show. How about that? How about them apples? Yes, we got some fantastic prizes. I want to thank all of our good partners who've come forward and donated these prizes. Big shout out to Price Right. I need to go by there today. I can't tell y'all what I'm buying until after I've bought it, because then they run out so quick. Oh my gosh. Once I have it in my hand, then I'm going to tell y'all where you can go find it, because I know a lot of you have been looking for this particular thing as well. So, we also have A.L. Thompson's, who stepped up to the plate and donated an amazing and beautiful Ninja Creamy, where you can make all sorts of frozen items, from sorbets to ice cream and so much more. Love it. I've wanted one of those. I've been keeping my eye on one because they actually had them at Costco a few months back. And I saw it and I thought, OMG. Last thing I need is to be eating more gelato, though. So I decided, well, maybe I won't do that. But boy, that machine is beautiful. What else we got for you? We've got a $100 gift certificate from Cost You Less. Yep. Another favorite store of mine here in Cayman. We also have Health City. Big shout out to them. They're giving us a bigly prize. 2, not 1, but 2 executive health checks. So make sure you try to win one of those too. That's a good prize. And let me tell you something, honey child. It's important. Doesn't matter what else you got. If you ain't got that, forget about it. Yep. That matters. So we got a couple of those to give away. La Classique came through with some passport holders and some card holders. And we got some bags. We're going to give those away. Oh my goodness. What else? Oh yes. Thanks. Big shout out to Roque. Streaming TV. Those of you who've been complaining that you can't get the World Cup, your problems are over if you win that one, honey chill. Thousands of apps where you can get all kind of good stuff. What else do we have? We've got a dash cam. Oh yeah. Who in Cayman doesn't need a dash cam? Seriously, we all do. Trust me. When you see what's on the roadways, honey child, you need one, and you need one. Yeah, we all do. Let me think what else I got. I got to write down the list of stuff because it's a lot. It's good. Some good stuff. I'm excited. Yep. So that's what's planned for tomorrow, the anniversary show. And we're going to have special guests popping in who have been here with us along the journey. And yeah, we're going to be glad to have them jump on and say, hello. Hello, CMR fam. Marrodians, how y'all doing, honey chill? So exciting times tomorrow. I'm so excited. 9 years. Oh my God. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Because if I start thinking about it now, we're going to have the, my apologies. We're going to have the anniversary show today. Because I am literally so excited. Honey child. All right. Before we get too far into the show this morning, I want to do a bigly, extra bigly shout out to Jaxon Cover. Let me just pull up Jaxon's picture here. Young Jaxon, amazing accomplishments on, that was Friday night. Yes, honey child, this young man is going places. He's gone places. This is a historical situation for the Cayman Islands, being drafted into the NHL. First Caymanian to ever, and I do mean ever, be drafted. First draft pick too, right? Number 32? Yes, honey child, we gonna take it. Congratulations, young man. This is just such an amazing, amazing feat, right? I am so proud of him. I don't even know young Jaxon, and I am proud of him. Jaxon. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So proud. Your mom, Natalie, your dad, I don't really know the dad, but I know that these parents have done an amazing job with this young man because I see him making comments, doing interviews, carries himself so well. I thought, wow, this is proof. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. My co-host, sir, it's not, it's not your time. Hello. Hey, wagwan. Shh. Yeah. Somebody just came through the front door. He's in the studio with me. Oh Lord, have mercy. You hear that bad bark? It's a bad dog. Okay, all right. No, sir. My goodness. Zeus, cut it out. Oh my goodness. Seriously. Can somebody come and deal with Zeus? Because, he's being a bad dog right now. Lord have mercy. What? Hello, sir? Sir? Come here. Come. All right, give me one. Oh my gosh. No. Let me open the door for him. Hold on. All right.
You're listening to The Cold Hard Truth on CMR TV, CMR Radio, and all of our digital platforms. We thank our sponsors and listeners across the Cayman Islands and around the world for supporting independent media and fearless conversation. Stay with us. More discussions, more accountability, and more of the issues impacting our community right after this break.
Oh my goodness, my apologies. He was here in the studio with me and he heard someone at the door and that was the end of that story. He's like, oh, nobody's going to be at my front door without getting a good barking at. He's a good guard dog. Don't you think because he's small that he's not going to try and bite you now. He will bite you. He's not like my other dog. Woo, he has a very different temperament. He is sweet, but he's also salty. Sweet and salty at the same time, honey child. But my apologies. That barking first thing in the morning, I know how it is. Y'all are like, what is going on with Zeus this morning? Honey child, he's like, I'm here to make some ruckus. Yeah, who's there? I'm going to protect my mama. Anywho, young Jaxon. Look at this young man. Wow, so proud of him. In case you were asleep this weekend, and I know some of y'all be asleep, yes? Sometimes you have no clue what's going on your beautiful island. You missed it all. You're like, oh, what happened here? Well, let me tell you what happened. You missed a good time. You miss an amazing, wow, proud moment for the Cayman Islands. Couldn't be prouder. I'm going to pull up some videos here for you guys to see. So this young man, again, has, quite frankly, done something that nobody else has done. And there's something to be said for that. There is something to be said for his accomplishments. It's easy to look at this and think, oh, anybody can get into the NHL. Honey child, y'all don't know what you're talking about. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at history in the making.
With the 32nd selection in the 2026 NHL Draft, the Ottawa Senators select from London in the OHL, Jaxon Cover.
Woo!
Now, this is one of the most unexpected and remarkable stories of this NHL draft. Jaxon Cover only started playing hockey, ice hockey, at age 13. Think about that. Age 13 is when he picked up a pair of skates. He was a fantastic roller hockey player and went out to St. Andrews College. Dave Manning's worked his magic yet again.
Sure did.
That St. Andrews program in Aurora, Warren Fogle, Alex Newhook, Robert Thomas,
Dean
Letourneau a couple of years ago. And here's Jaxon Cover, born in Florida, raised in the Cayman Islands. His dad, Patrick, is from Toronto. His mom, Nan. Unbelievable story, and he's the 32nd and final pick of this draft.
Well, he's a local guy for you, Books.
He's in my backyard, absolutely. I watched Jaxon several times this year. This kid, so he's an inline hockey player, and you could tell that he was an inline guy growing up before he obviously dedicated himself to ice hockey. He handles the puck. He's really creative. He's got a flair for the offense. He's just learning, though, Sammy, how, like, the nuances of the game.
Yeah.
But you know where he's playing in London? He's playing for Gale and Mark Hunter and Dylan and the rest of that stuff. They're going to coach that into him. They're going to coach that into him. They clearly trust him a lot because he was used in.
Listen to me. I don't know nothing about hockey, but what I do know is this right here is amazing. So proud of him. Like, seriously, so proud of his parents. Oh, his mom was like in tears. And I don't know, daddy probably was in tears too. And you done know. I was sitting there looking, I was like, oh my God, this is such an exciting moment. And she traveled with her, what? What? That's right. She traveled with her Cayman flag. Mm-hmm. Y'all take that, honey child. I mean, they say he was born in Miami. I guess he might be an American, but I don't have business with that. What I know is he's a Caymanian. Take that. And they were there. That flag was representing. That looks like Grandpa on the dad's side over there on the left. The whole family came out to support. So I guess his dad's Canadian. They said his dad's from Toronto. I don't know. But we can claim the 50% Caymanian. Mama honey child. So Natalie has had an amazing week. She was just appointed president, first female Caymanian president of UCCI ever. And then her son does this in the same week. Honey child, you better go buy yourself a lotto ticket. That's what I know. This is a good week for you. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not superstitious or anything, but this is the time now to go buy $5. That's all you need. No need to spend any more. And just buy a lotto ticket. Tell them Auntie Sandy sent you when you win. Say, honey child, she told me to buy a lotto ticket, Good morning, Alfred. Isn't that, and look at how well that flag just fits in this photo. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can't get any better looking than that. Good looking people. The flag just fits, color, design, everything. Yes. Somebody said even Zeus is proud of Jaxon, right? He spells his name Jaxon. You better learn it, honey chill. Because I suspect we're going to be publishing a lot about him. Well done. Wow. And first Caymanian to be drafted in the NHL. And everywhere, I was looking him up because, like I said, I don't play, obviously I don't play hockey. But I'm not really, I'm not really a hockey person anyway. But whatever. Now I'm going to start watching it. But let me just tell you something here. I saw so many, let me just show y'all something. So many amazing, give me 1 second here. I'm going to show y'all something. Yes, hold on. Okay, let me see, where did I put this last night? Oh yeah, so these were some of the things I was finding online about him. I got to read up on everything now. And I love how it says nation, Canada/Cayman Islands. I don't see Canada/USA. I see Canada/Cayman. You understand me? You feel me? This is it right here. Being proud of who you are. Some of y'all need to take a little lesson out of Jaxon's playbook. Yep. Don't be walking across no stage talking about you an American. You better put on that Cayman flag, honey, chill. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows about Cayman now, Yep. And I was thinking about this. For such a small country, right? We are starting to produce not starting to produce, we have produced, let me correct myself. We have produced some amazing talent. Like, wow. Is this not awesome? And when I tell you the young man is not just about hockey, he clearly has been about his books, and he speaks well, he carries himself well. His parents must be so proud. Folks, y'all listen carefully. When you invest in your children, these are the outcomes that are possible. Keep them focused. Keep them on track. Because this is what they can do, and so much more. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Let's look at him being interviewed now. Check this out.
All right, Jaxon, maybe the best story for last tonight is the last pick in the first round. I don't even know where to begin. You have such an incredible story. How are you feeling, first of all?
A lot of mixed emotions. I was really just a little anxious coming into it, but just taking it day by day, enjoying the experience, and really glad I can hear my name be called.
Yeah, it was worth the wait. So you grew up in the Cayman Islands, moved there. You've played roller hockey, inline hockey for most of your life, started hockey at a later age, and now you're a first-round draft pick. I'm almost speechless. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty surreal, but I want to start by thanking my mom, my dad,
Yes,
my whole
honey,
family in
Jam.
general, just to get me where I am, and I really want to thank them for everything they've done.
God, it takes a village to get here, and I can see
That's
that
right.
they've stayed and they're proud to wave that flag as well. We should get that Cayman Islands flag up here.
Hello.
What kind of player are the
Thank you. That's right. Get that Cayman Islands flag up there. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Ottawa Senators getting in you?
A really hard-working player that wants to give his first foot forward and everything, and a really creative forward who likes to use his lateral movement and puck skills to his advantage.
Yeah, you've got a unique upbringing with the inline hockey, so I'm sure it'll be hard to defend against you, actually. So good luck. Well, congratulations, and thank you so much. What a wonderful way to end the first round of the draft.
Thank you.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Let me see. I think I had another interview too. But yeah, he's doing an amazing job. I mean, he interviews well. He seems focused at the task at hand. I'm just so proud of him. I couldn't be more proud. Like, I feel like I don't even know this young man, but on the Saturday night, I felt like, was it Saturday night or Sunday night? Oh God, y'all got to try and remind me now. But anyway, I was up late, honey child. So I was like, oh yeah, I think it was Friday night. I was like, oh yes. I felt like this is my boy. Y'all couldn't tell me no different. Y'all like, you don't have a boy. I'm like, I know, but I don't care. I am going to own this. So proud of him. I think this is another one. Hold on. Yes.
Jaxon Star here with Jaxon Covers, and it's a good first name as we get you set for this one. And again, welcome to the Ottawa Senators first off, and just what are the emotions like for you here, 32nd pick in the draft?
Yeah, it was worth the wait, and I'm really excited to be drafted by such a great organization. I can't wait to get started. And there were a lot of mixed emotions when I heard my name be called, especially seeing my parents and everything, just getting to hug them. It was a really great moment to do, and it just was a really special moment.
You say that worth the wait and how special of a moment it was. What does this mean for you and your family? I mean, a unique upbringing for you, especially in the sport of hockey, where you started out in roller hockey, you worked your way onto the ice. What does your upbringing maybe signify for you, and how important is it to see something like this happen with the upbringing that you've had so far?
Yeah, my upbringing has been almost everything to me, just moving from Cayman at such a young age, just coming here all alone with me and my brother, just moving away from our parents at such a young age made us mature faster and just made us really close as brothers, and it was amazing. And I feel like my upbringing, I'm trying to inspire kids from untraditional places to get into sports they love or hobbies that they love, and if they really do love them, that they'll keep pushing their first foot forward and just keep going and just try to get better every day at what they do.
Can you tell us a little bit about your game specifically on the ice? What areas are you continuing to work on, and what do you bring overall to the group?
I bring overall just a lot of creativity, and I like my speed and skill a lot, and I feel like I have really good puck skills, so I like to use that a lot, and I like to make passes that some people in the crowd wouldn't see. Just I like making my teammates around me better, so I can't wait to get started. And two things I'm trying to work on are just becoming a all-around two-way forward. I feel like I have made a lot of progression this year, but I still have a lot more to make, and going back to London this year will help a lot. And yeah.
Nice. You mentioned that path. You're in Ontario, you're in London, now you're with a Canadian team and with the Ottawa Senators. What do you know about the organization? What have you heard? And maybe what have the conversations looked like, if you've had any with the organization leading up to tonight as well?
Yeah, the conversations that we had, especially at the Combine, were great. Just overall throughout the season, I really felt the love, and that's the main thing I was looking for, especially with the team, just who really felt like they really wanted me to come and really want me to be there. And Ottawa felt like I felt the most love out of them, and I feel like I haven't really heard much about the city, but I know it's a great city, and I can't wait to get in the city.
Is anything off the ice maybe we should know about you before we get going for any of the fans?
I'm a big soccer guy, so I've been watching the World Cup a lot, so I'd say that.
Nice, awesome. Well, thanks a lot for this, and congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Wowee. I'm so pleased. OMG. You got to see me just smiling ear to ear this morning. Who's smiling with me, honey child? Oh, you guys are like, we can't see you, auntie. Oh, I'm sorry. Woo! Oh my gosh, me and this camera. Hold on. It keeps readjusting itself. Hello. Can we stop doing that, camera? There we go. Now we're gonna fix it. There. Uh-huh. Uh-oh. Okay. Make sure y'all can see that Cayman flag in the background. Can y'all see it? Everybody good? Whoop, whoop. There's that smile I'm talking about. Yay! All right. Let me make one little minor adjustment on my camera. Let me see what's going on. Something keeps trying to run in the background. I don't know what this thing is. I gotta make Marlon look at that for me. Something on my computer trying to take over. Okay, all right. See the beautiful Cayman Islands flag right there. Y'all know what time it is. Proud moment. Thank you so much, young man. Like I said, honey child, your mama and your papa, they have got to be so proud of you. Omeria said, OMG, that brought tears to my eyes. I don't know this young man, but I'm so proud of him. I know. Oh, my goodness. The world and anything is possible for our young people. Keep doing good things. Make us proud. Oh, you guys have no idea. When you do stuff like this, the whole country is behind you 1,000%. Makes me feel so good. I feel hopeful. You know, a lot of times we see things with our young people, and I'm just like, oh, Jesus, what is wrong with them? Oh. And then when I see this, I'm just like, oh my gosh. Such a handsome young man. He looks like his mama too. He looks a lot like Natalie. And I can see, Grandpa there in that picture I was just showing you guys. Such a proud moment for Grandpa as well. So let's see him in his full gear. And yeah, I mean, started out, what is considered late. Because remember now, with these countries, just like, some other sports, they start these kids out very, very young. Like, I mean, 5 years old, they're already experts on the ice. So to never have hit the ice until, a teenager and still be as good as he is, this just demonstrates the level of raw talent that we actually have right here in the Cayman Islands. Look at that. Yeah, poor little thing. He's brought to tears. Everybody taking some credit. Alfred Reel's like, oh, he's born in my month. Another lady on WhatsApp says, oh, my grandson spells Jaxon just like that too. We're all proud. We are all super, super proud of him. I mean, yeah, what else can I say? Somebody says, love your hair. Oh, thanks. Got the curls out today, honey chill. I saw somebody at an event the other day when I was at the airport with another one of our young people, Jaden, who was doing such an amazing job. And they were checking my hair out. They were like, girl, I'm walking around, you looking at your hair. I know they were trying to see if I had on a wig. I was like, no problem. Check it out all you want, honey chill. And it's not a wig yet. We still good in the hair department. In fact, our natural hair journey has been getting better. We've been, rocking our curls. Yes, honey chill. Wow. Good morning, Emma. Wishing everyone a fantastic week. Miss Barbara G in the house. Good morning, Miss Marjorie. Alfred says, don't underestimate an island boy in ice sports, folks. Remember, cool runnings. Congrats, Jaxon, right? There's something to be said for having a obviously God-gifted degree of talent. But also, it doesn't get there unless you put in the effort. How many talented people do we know? Talent from here to East End, West Bay, Cayman back, Little Cayman and back again. And they do nothing with their talent, right? They waste their talents. They get in trouble. They get on drugs. They, all this kind of foolishness. You got to stay focused. This is it. This is it. Someone said FAIL stands for first attempt in learning. They also said you need to disarm the security dog. Right? He was on point this morning, honey child. Yep. Let me see here. Okay. Let me see. We have lots of talented people, young people, due to lack of support. Well, sometimes I'm going to say that our young people have the support they need and they still out here fooling around. We can show you some examples of that here this morning, unfortunately. Unfortunately, there's hardly a weekend that can go by that I don't have an example of what not to do. I'm just saying. But we're going to revel in this moment. We're not there yet. We can get there. Well, yes, history has been made. I love it. I absolutely love it. Let's take a moment and just, again, congratulate this young man and his family and the hard work. Like he said, they were forced to grow up quick. Sometimes parents, when they push you over the ledge, yep, that's the right thing. That's, it is what it is. And you mature really quickly. But of course, I know for a fact, I don't even have to ask, that, they might have been overseas, but they still had the support that they needed. Right? Oh, I can't wait till we do our interview with him. I'm so excited. We'll get all the details. All right, beautiful people. Everybody good? Let me send out my link. Sorry. I think I forgot to do this. I updated them and then forgot to send them out. Hold on. Hold on to your britches there, honey child. Hold on. We have other young people to be proud of this morning as well. Did you guys see the story about our National Youth Choir? I mean, I'm not sure that Gigi has a singing voice because, I certainly don't have one. However, you got to make your kids try these different things because when she was a baby, she used to really enjoy dance and stuff like that. She has a bit of an artistic flair. So I need to get her in with piano lessons, a vocal coach, all this fun stuff. So do we have any vocal coaches in Cayman? I'm going to sign her up, honey chill. Because when I hear these young people, they are literally giving me goosebumps. And I would love for her to be able to join them one day, wherever the next, Italy or wherever it is that they're going to be off to. Just so nice. Let me get that video queued up because that literally gave me goosebumps. Oh my gosh, these young people are so special. They are so talented. I love it. No. Okay, let me see where I put this video now. I got video. I was doing a cleanup this weekend on the computer and made some good headway, but got a lot of cleaning up to do. Oh my God. I was like, oh, another. Let me see here now. Where did I put this one? Oh boy, hold on. Yes, but anyway, I got a lot to do and did a lot, but still got some ways to go. Hold on, let me find this one now. Give me 1 second. Gonna find that number. So, National Youth Choir, congrats to them. So proud of them. They have done an amazing job. And they're there in Italy. Yes? Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to pull up I know I have this on the computer somewhere, but can't find it. So I'll just download it again. Okay. Let me just see. Yeah. So they've done an absolutely amazing job and very, very proud of them as well this morning. So let me also see what we got going on here. That was on Saturday, so I'm just going to cue that up here in just a second. So I had my exam last night. I told you guys I'm doing this journalism course, and this is my second module. This module was features and what was this module again? Oh gosh, I've totally forgotten just now. Features, something in features. Oh Lord, hold on, honey chill. This module is called Freelance and Features. Yes, I think 4 in total. This is a couple years, this program, as it turns out, but I'm gonna just stick with it. So features and freelance and features. The first bit was media law and something else. I can't even remember now. But I actually had to study the media law part. You would think that would have been a breeze given my background already having a law degree. But specifically media law, I haven't really delved into that. And so it was very, very interesting. I've got my book here somewhere that I will be keeping handy in my book collection in case I need to refer to it. But media law, yeah, I quite enjoyed it actually. And thank the Lord I scored well in media law because I think I would have been so embarrassed if I hadn't, like, ooh, that law degree, oh Lord have mercy, was that really just a waste? Nope, it was not a waste. There was a lot of things that came back to me too, a lot of common law as I was doing it. But I must say that it was also, I'll be honest with you, very, it was very informative and very, very interesting because there are things that are different with reporting standards and different things. And so journalism and news writing and media law. So that one was the first module that we did, the first part of this program. So it's good. I've been, like I said, learning quite a bit. So I sat my second exam last night, which was all writing, freelance and features. And we don't really do a whole lot of freelance and feature stuff on CMR, but this has got me to thinking that maybe we could. Because there was one, can I share one with you that I wrote that I'm so proud of? It's called The Long Way Home. And so you guys know the amazing series that we do. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. You guys know this amazing series that we do, Cayman Voices, right? And by the way, the hardest part of Cayman Voices is actually getting our seniors lined up to do the interviews. Because sometimes they're sick, sometimes, different things happen. It's hard sometimes convincing them because they don't necessarily understand what it is. So they're like, what is this? I don't understand. And then when I show them on other people, they're like, oh, okay. I want to share this with you guys. I'm so proud of this piece because, in my heart of hearts, I actually am a writer. I know. My first degree was in writing. And I love creative writing. I wish I could do more of it. But, because work is like fast and furious, boom, 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 we just be doing news. But this featured piece, so we had to I took my interview that I did with Mr. Calvin and I turned it into like a written creative piece, right? So we're doing feature writing. We did like restaurant reviews, like different things that ordinarily I really don't do, like travel. I did a travel piece. I got an A- in the travel piece. I did my trip from last year to Innsbruck. So this gives me an opportunity to tap into that creative side of my brain, which I love, because it reminds me oh my God, when I was younger, I used to draw really well. And if you don't use it, you lose it. So anyway, this is my profile feature. This is my assignment 5. And I actually shared it, got an A+ on this one. The instructor was like, oh my God, I love this piece. It was so interesting. He wanted to know more about Mr. Calvin. He's like, this story is so fascinating. So I'm going to share it with you this morning. Just goes to show you, we can be creative as Caymanians. We have so much talent. We have writers, Anarchy Brown, poetry writers. Alfred Real writes poetry and he writes it like that on the fly. I mean, we just have book writers. We've got an amazing degree of talent on this island. So here's this one. It's called The Long Way Home. And it was my profile feature. And it says, Calvin Christian scrolls through his electronic photo album till he finds the he's looking for. A humble 2-room wooden house, barely bigger than a garden shed, sitting on a strip of land in Stake Bay, Cayman Brac. That's the house I was born in, he says quietly. They eventually put it on a truck and moved it to Spot Bay. He pauses. Hurricane Paloma tore it up real bad. They finally just took it down. He's 91 years old, and he's not lived in Cayman Brac he has not lived in Cayman Brac for most of his life. He built a career in the United States. 13 years at sea, 20 years in air conditioning and electronic work, 17 and a half years running the physical operations of a Florida law college, and has lived in a house in St. Petersburg for 34 years. Yet his connection to that small island 500 miles south of Florida remains something he cannot quite explain. I don't get homesick, he admits, but I still got that bond. When he dies, he's already arranged for his ashes to be scattered in the ocean just off the shore of Stake Bay. That's where my heart is, he says, simply. Calvin's roots in the Brac run as deep as the island's limestone bluffs. His grandfather kept a plot of coconut trees, and each child was assigned one of his own. According to family tradition, Calvin's navel string was buried beneath his. I don't know how true it is, he says with a small smile, but somewhere in Cayman Brac is my navel string. He was 18 months old when the world took its first extraordinary thing from him. His father, also named Calvin Christian, was a seaman who was not even supposed to be on the voyage that killed him. A crewmate had a family emergency, and Calvin Sr. agreed to fill in. On the 4th of July, 1938, the Nunica left Grand Cayman bound for Tampa with a full Caymanian crew and several passengers abroad. He was never seen again. She, meaning the boat, was never seen again. Coast Guard searches found nothing. No wreckage, no bodies. One of the ocean's unsolved mysteries. They had some theory about the Bermuda Triangle, Calvin explains. But the Bermuda Triangle is a different area. The only trace of his father that survives is a single photograph. The elder Calvin Christian standing beside a friend from Cayman Brac, Merrill Ryan, which sits somewhere in that same photo album he's browsing today. His mother, unable to support 2 children alone, took Calvin's older sister to Jamaica and left Calvin with his grandparents and aunt on the Brac. He walked barefoot to school, wore his clothes only when necessary, and learned early to feed himself from what the land offered: almonds, cactus fruit, wild grapes. If you come home and they didn't have too much to eat, he recalls, you know what to do. He speaks with quiet certainty about a self-reliance that current generation has largely lost. The self-reliance the current generation has largely lost. This generation could not survive in that environment like we did. At 14, having exhausted the schooling available in Cayman Brac, Calvin set off into the world. He did odd jobs around the island, saved a fare to Jamaica, worked in a Kingston photographer's studio, and at barely 17, his mother signing the papers shipped him out to sea. He would spend the next 13 years on the water, sailing the very routes that had swallowed his father. He's not entirely sure why he was never afraid. A Caymanian boatman named Lazarus looked out for him on the early voyages. He told me, don't do this, don't do that. Don't follow those guys drinking. Calvin listened. He visited Trinidad, Guyana, Venezuela, Rio de Janeiro, South Africa, Egypt, and the Straits of Hormuz. He navigated the Panama Canal, loaded with aviation fuel. No tools, no smoking, no anything. Because if that thing had went off, that was it. When the Suez Canal was blockaded by sunken ships during the Egyptian-Israeli War, can I just tell you, them Israelis always warn with people. Anyway, his tanker sailed all the way around the Cape of Good Hope to reach Arabia and reload. He went to Baltimore and was asked at a cinema whether he was black or white. He said, I'm Caymanian, he recalls laughing. He said, okay, go ahead. Eventually, a decision crystallized somewhere in the mind of the ocean, in the middle of the ocean. One day, I was on the ship, and I said to myself, I don't want to be a casualty of the sea like my father. He left the maritime world, studied air conditioning and electrical trades in Chicago, and built a second life on dry land. He worked for a Chicago firm for 20 years, lived a decade in California before an earthquake drove him south, and then spent nearly 2 decades directing the physical campus of Stetson University College of Law. He retired in his 60s, moved with his wife to finish a house they had been building in Cayman Brac on savings and credit cards, and eventually returned to St. Petersburg permanently. No job, not a lot of money, he says, and we never had a problem. He's been puzzling over that for years. I keep wondering why. Why me, Lord? It's like somebody was watching me and everything just kept falling in line. Now at 91, he's still fixing things. He recently took in a computer to the repair shop, which had declared it beyond saving. He looked up the fault on his iPad, followed the steps, and recovered everything by every last bit of data. You made nuts and bolts. he tells machines when they resist him. But I got a brain. I'm going to fix you today. A folder in his study holds approximately 30 certificates from his air conditioning, security, auto mechanics, construction, weapons handling, painting, anything I could learn, he says. His longevity barely surprises him. His mother died at age 97, his aunt at 96, his grandfather at 96. An uncle named Ballinger reached 104. I know I'm not going to beat him, Calvin said dryly, but that's the Christian side of it. He's been married for 35 years. He has 2 adopted daughters, a nephew who tracks rocket launches at NASA, and a mango tree in his St. Pete yard that he keeps watch over at night with tiki torches, the last time the temperature dropped to 41 degrees. He closes the photo album on the image of the small wooden house. The interview is ending. He looks out towards his garden where the avocado tree is loaded this year and the artificial owls are doing their best to outwit the squirrels. I love being in the States, he says, but I love Cayman Brac more. He has made his arrangements somewhere off the shore of State Bay in the same stretch of blue water his father sailed from and never came back to. The ocean is waiting. And so one day is Calvin Christian. Anyway, that was one of my creative pieces. And of course, it's easy to write creatively when you have a subject like Mr. Christian. Him and his wife were just visiting, came last week, and I was so pleased that I got an opportunity to spend a little bit of time with them. And so, yeah, there we have it. Caymanians have contributed, whether it's a seaman like Mr. Calvin, lived out at sea, young Jaxon. We are changing the world one person at a time. And I think that we should remember how resilient our people are. We should be proud of it, and we should go out in the world and try to make as positive a contribution as we can. Live Happy says, that's right. We have always produced very good athletes long before internet. Dr. Steve McPhill's son also made similar achievements in Canada. Congrats. Thanks, Miss Marjorie. She's watching football. Good job, says Strong Wilt. Good morning, Aliano. Patricia Blake, morning to you. Johan says, congrats to Jaxon Cover and the proud parent/family that made the sacrifice and put in the work. Amazing story and proof anything is possible when you focus, sacrifice, and hard work. # teamwork. Good morning, Miss Armiria. Says, is she learning to play any type of instrument? That's gonna start here shortly. It was a joy to watch my son play the violin. I always wanted to play the guitar, but didn't get the chance to learn to play. So yes, we are getting on top of that, honey chill. And I agree. Hold on, let me show you the National Choir. I was waiting for this to download. The Youth National Choir, again, just giving us an amazing glimpse into what some of our young people are doing. And I absolutely love these positive stories. And so have a listen to this. They sound amazing. So isn't that fantastic? The audience there in Italy started to really get into it. Yes, honey child. 22 students from across the Cayman Islands, currently flying the flag in their of their home, being Cayman, on the international stage, performing with the Cayman Youth Choir at a prestigious choral festival in Milan, Italy. So this is a mixture of both private and public school students. They departed on Monday to take place last week, Monday, in this festival, and had been delivering performances at formal events over the course of the week. So this is just so amazing and so beautiful. And I must tell you, this song here, I think it's just called Over Troubled Waters, one of my favorite songs. It gives me goosebumps every single time I hear this song. The words being so incredibly meaningful. So the church's acoustics, as you can hear, and this video doesn't know justice, let me tell you, because the acoustics in these old buildings, every time I travel, we haven't been to Italy yet. We got France coming up, but every single one we were in Athens and Rome. And so, no, I lie. I feel like I have been to Italy, but the focus of the trip was in Italy, but we've done like day trips, I think, into Italy, right? Oh God, I can't remember now. But anyway, a lot of these buildings, despite the fact that they are sometimes hundreds, if not thousands of years old in terms of structure, they do an amazing job acoustically. Like they were designed by people of the day who understood, even in the amphitheaters, built thousands of years ago before the Romans and, the Greeks did it. And they just knew how acoustics worked. And you could be anywhere in the theater and you'd hear quite clearly the person at that central point of the stage. Like, I don't know, it defies, I'm looking at it going, this is like a marvel of the world, engineering marvels, acoustic sound, music. And so I know that a lot of these, churches and buildings that they were in, no doubt have like the best acoustics possible. And so they don't oftentimes need microphones or anything like that. And so, yeah, I note with interest how the audience was getting into it. They were there clapping their hands and, congrats. So congrats to the participants in this this event. They're getting to travel and to see the world and microphone free. That's right. And so I want to congratulate the Cayman Youth Choir and all of the parents and obviously the adults that are involved in that as well. So yeah, Miss Marva says it's so beautiful. It really is. I love to see stuff like that. Okay. So everybody good? Let me check some of my messages. So good morning, honey child. Ooh, honey child, we're not gonna talk about that hot mess today. Yep. Okay. This person says your hair is looking so pretty. Oh, thank you. All right. Your hair really looks full and bouncy. Good job. I see what you're saying about your hair. You could put sticks in it. People would love it. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. I need to find the owner of these keys. They messaged me yesterday. I'm so sorry. I haven't had a chance to look yet. They said, I believe these are my keys. Okay. Okay. I'll try to find it. Oftentimes I have to go through messages. Let me see. Is this the one that I'm looking for? So Saturday, somebody else found some other keys. Okay, I think, give me 1 second here. I think I found the owner. Is this the Suzuki one? No, that's another one. Oh my goodness. How do you guys The funny thing about this one is there's an actual air tag on it. But you know what I realized with these air tags is you got to make sure the batteries, because this air tag looks a little bit worn out. So you got to make sure that the, oh, found it. You've got to make sure, you got to make sure that the AirTag batteries are still good, because sometimes the batteries actually run out and you got to change them. Okie dokie, and Jill. I can't wait till the WhatsApp starts allowing you to tag more than one message, because child, we be trying to reunite people with all sorts of stuff. Okay, so we got to talk about some stuff today. I mean, I guess what would Cayman be without it? All right, so over the weekend, I think this is Saturday night again, we had a little incident, and a lot of people, listen, not for nothing, but you guys have an interesting sense of humor. Okay? So, what can I tell you? We got this video, as we often do when y'all are out in public carrying on with stuff. And the person was like, look, there's this incident that's happening. I don't really have too many details, but these people are going on. There seems to be some kind of argument with the baby and God knows what else. And so I was like, okay. Well, what can I say except, wow. But the funny thing about it is, you guys, you saw what was happening. You're like, oh God, I don't really know what's going on there. But what we do know is that the guy who recorded this is so funny, because he kept saying, that's my yard, that's my yard. But you know, Spanish speaker, sounds like he was saying, not fully pronouncing the D. That's my yard, that's my yard. And y'all just went in on that. You're like, what the heck is a yard? And da-da-da-da. And I was like, it's just too funny. You guys find the humor in everything. And the cameraman had one job. Why couldn't he keep the camera straight? And I was just like, yeah, I just go with the flow. I'm just here to be like, okay, we share it, you know, we share what we get, and it is what it is. Now, the crazy thing about this is, you know, I've mentioned it before, and I keep saying it, that there's something called, and I want to say it again this morning, because a lot of you listen to the show daily and you simply do not pay attention. And I am flabbergasted by that. Who in the class, this should be one of the trivia questions for tomorrow to see if y'all can't win that 75-inch TV. Who in the class can tell me what the Barbra Streisand effect is? I'm going to say it again. Barbra Streisand effect is this. When you hear something about yourself, sometimes you just leave it alone. You don't amplify it, right? Because by amplifying it, by getting in the comment section, continually, oh, I got to put on my face serum, continually talking about it, commenting on it, all you do is keep it at the top of the algorithm. And y'all need to learn how this works, because we've discussed it here on this show before. And you keep people talking about it even privately, right? So the funny thing is, I don't even know who would have known who these individuals are if their family members did not get in the comment section and start yakety yakking and identifying themselves. That's the Barbara Streisand effect. You amplify a story about yourself that would have been a little 2-second blip, and that was it. Yeah. Because y'all keep commenting. Oh, my grandson got with some Spanish woman and she not a good. Nobody knew none of that. Shut your mouth. That's what you should have done. Instead, you get in the comment section and you're wanting to blame everybody else. Oh, this should not be shared. I was like, shut up. Honestly, y'all don't have not one iota of sense. Tomorrow is 9 years. That's 9 years of sharing videos of when y'all get out in public and misbehave. And some of you have been sitting here watching the show every single day for 9 years, and you know the score already. Okay? You know how this works. You know that when you go out and you act up in public, somebody captures it, and invariably in this day and age, everybody's a cameraman. Granted, my cameraman wasn't really the best this time. Here he is. I mean, he was a little bit shaky, you know, but we can see some altercation there. We can identify one person with the messy shirt, at least the messy shirt. We still didn't know who it was. And somebody in the background looks like they're being held back. Looks like a guy, he wants to go there and settle the score. And there was some yelling and carrying on. Okay. But I'm not blaming the cameraman too much.
That's my jar. That's my jar. That's my jar.
Yeah, Bobo. So, you know, they're cursing and carrying on with each other. Bobo, I was here. I'm Caymanians, boy. When they start fighting, they can talk about Bobo. Bobo and TD, I was here, you know. You're not going to do this to me. Blah, 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 blah. Literally, like a minute and a half. And the most interesting thing was the poor guy saying, "That's my yard. That's my yard. That's my yard. See?
That's my yard?
Yeah, see?
That's my fucking yard."
Oops. Oh, didn't remember that he might have said that in the video. Dime, that's my yard. That's my yard. What is going on in my yard? So that was the funniest thing. Everybody's like, what? His yard? Are we sure that's his yard? Now, the people connected to this clearly have 0 sense. I'm sorry, but you really don't. All you had to do was sit back and let this pass. What do you do instead? You get in the comment section over and over and over and over. I mean, really? Oh, you should take this down. Telling other people, I must take it down. Really? First of all, you know that that's not happening. It's not going to get taken down. Because how is this different than any other video that you have sat here every single day that you watch the show, and some of you do, and you've seen these people act out, fighting in the streets, dragging each other, arguing, whatever. How is this video any different? What makes this worthy of coming down? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What y'all need to learn is, and I saw somebody like, oh, this is a private matter, then don't take it to the public domain. Don't have me pull out my media law book and share with you what it says about what's private and what's public. Once you are outside, it ain't no longer private. It's as simple as that. You're outside, the public can see it, the public can record it, so therefore, it is no longer private. If you wanted to keep this as a private matter, keep it inside your yard, as in, when I say your yard, turn on your yard, I mean in the house. It's on the back patio, it's on the front, you pulled over on the side of the street. Whatever the situation is, it is no longer private. That's what I know. Okay? Y'all have got to do better. And so it's so shocking that when your young people, your kids, your grandchildren, when they screw up, it becomes somebody else's fault. It becomes Cayman Mall Road is the problem here. Y'all shouldn't be sharing that. Really? Well, y'all shouldn't be out in public. That's what y'all shouldn't be doing. That's not my business. It's going to be all of our business because y'all have not learnt the simple rules. Keep it inside. If that's what you want to keep it private, lock your door, pull down the blinds, and stay in your house and argue and fight each other and tell each other off. So I'm confused about how and why any of you think that this is actually a private matter when you're the ones who put it out there. And then you're upset with us. You're putting the blame on the wrong people, honey child. Sure. What a hot mess. Yes, it's called the Barbra Streisand effect. And some of you were in the comment section. What were they arguing about? Aisle 2025, I can only surmise that it has something to do, it's a relationship issue, obviously. And I guess based on the comments that the same related people were posting, some drama with the baby daddy mama drama situationship. Like, what else do these young people seem to have time to fight about? You never see them fighting about getting into a college or university. You never see them fighting about keeping a good job that they're fighting hard to keep. No. So I'm flabbergasted. I'm flabbergasted that y'all have the time to actually get in the comment section and make all of this commentary about why Mall Road should take this video down. Thankfully, most of you had better sense than that, and you were just like, ugh, whatever. Like, honestly, this is, yeah. Now, as to be expected, these situations go viral, right? Don't be making fun of my cameraman. He did the best that he could. And Granny was in the section, oh, you know, tell Sandy to take this down. My family's involved with these Spanish women. It's so bad for my grandson. Well, that's, I mean, first of all, I don't know why you did that, because all you did was outed who it was. There's a lot of people who had no clue who these people were until you get on the comment section identifying who they were. You identified him as your grandson. And then you told us all his business about Spanish woman. We didn't know nothing about no Spanish woman. Now you told us what the issue is. And that's on him. If he won't get with Spanish woman and y'all can't learn yet, we keep telling y'all, Dape, know who to frighten. Stop messing with these Spanish women if you can't handle them. Because y'all don't see what they're capable of. Not for nothing, but they're not an average Caymanian woman, huh? They're gonna make y'all suffer for that poor baby for the next 20-something years. But that's your business. Until it happens on the streets of the Cayman Islands, then it becomes our business. I'm just saying. What more do y'all want? Okay? So now we all up into the sus. Now we want to know exactly what happened. What happened with him and the Spanish woman? Oh, Miss Sue, I'm going to beg you to do yourself a favor and try to listen to me. Why are you here even commenting? Why? Did you not just understand what I said? Up until this point, I haven't mentioned any names, and here you are, jumping in the comment section again, now identifying yourself for over 300 plus people to see that you're the grandmother and this is your grandson. Why are you doing this? How does this make any sense in your head, Miss Sue? Honestly. Why? I've just said don't amplify it anymore. Well, anyway, she's here in the comment section, so let's read it. She says, why are you bringing this up again? Because that's what we do every single day on this show. You listen all the time. When an incident happens over the weekend, the video is shared. Don't we spend time talking about it on the show? You're here all the time. So your question as to why, because this is what we do. This is the norm. You see it all the time. There should be no surprise to you that we would be talking about it this morning. You should have took it down when we asked you to. Really? Why? Why should I take it down? Do I take down any other video? You think those other people, everything from the girls dragging each other by the hair at Vibes Cartel to every other incident, that people wouldn't want those taken down as well? And we don't. So just because you tell me to, I must take it down? You gotta be joking, right? Tomorrow is 9 years of doing this now. Come on. Y'all need to keep up. 936-2626. Who in their right mind? 926-3636. What's the phone number? I don't even know. Bobo, who thought that I would be taking this down? Anybody in class, raise your hands. Let me see if I say yes. Oh, we expected Auntie to take it down. The rest of you who are in the know and know that she not taking Jack-ish down, saying, nope, ain't happening. Because you tell me to? What kind of world y'all living in? Y'all a little bit delulu. You should have taken it down when we asked you to. Okay. This man should never be making a video of this. It was them damn Spanish woman and his son caused this mess. Okay, but you're in public. When you're in public, people are going to record you. That is the whole point of this. If you don't want to be recorded in public, keep your messiness out of people's yard. Stay out of my yard. You know what I'm saying? People driving by, the police are there. You're using police resources, and you don't think this is a matter that the public is going to be interested in? What? Come on now. Y'all have got to know better than this. Damn Spanish woman and her son caused this mess. Yes, really. Now we all know how you are. I think you should have known that from 9 years ago, but let's continue. Who's got no sense, really? You always think you're right about everything and you're not. Okay. You're entitled to your opinion. And out of respect and the fact that it ain't 9:30, I'm going to leave that part of it at that. This has nothing to do with me thinking that I'm right. Y'all know the rules. But you see, what is amazing to me is the rules don't apply to you when it's your turn. And yet you've sat here and watched, because you're a regular viewer to the program, every single morning, time after time after time, you have seen all these videos that we have posted. And you have never heard of us taking down a single video of people acting up in public. Whether it's fights, it's stealing, it's whatever. Once it goes up, it stays up. So why you thought that your situation with your grandson would be any different, you're going to have to explain it to me in a logical way, because I simply don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense. Why would I be making an exception for you? And this has nothing to do with me being right or wrong. It's in the public domain already, Miss Sue. The best thing you could have done was said nothing. You should have never commented on it, because all you did was identified who was involved. And even this morning, here you are again. You notice I never mentioned your name until you jumped in the comment section. Never said a word about who the parties were. But here you are again, right? And the irony of it is, as much as you have seen these types of videos on Mall Road, I have never once see you comment anything about taking down a video of anybody else. Why is that? Because it's okay for us to sit here and look at other people's business? But when it's your turn, it's a problem? Come now. Y'all have got to do better than this. You all have got to do better than this. If I post my own family, my own nieces and nephews, as I have in the past, my own sister, You think you want to get some kind of special treatment because of what? No. It's fairness for everyone. And it has nothing to do with whether I like you, I don't like you. That ain't the point. Yes, I have to be fair and impartial to everyone. You know what happens when people start sending me videos and I decide, oh man, I might know these people, which by the way, I had no clue who these people were until you got in the comment section. I might know these people, I might not know these people. So I'm going to decide based on whether I know someone in the video, whether I like someone in the video. No, that's not how it works. Morning, Faith and Hope. How you doing, honey chow? Aliano says, hey, news is fair. It's the fact of the matter. Your feelings is another thing, though. Yes, y'all getting it in your feelings when you really, really shouldn't be. You're the one who tell us more about his business than we ever knew. Okay, he with a Spanish woman and her son. They're the problem. Okay. So now we know your grandson got a Spanish woman. What else do you want to get in the comment section and tell us about the situation? So the baby mom of the child, she's messaging, oh, this should be taken down. Okay, thanks for your opinion. But your opinion don't mean nothing to us. How about y'all stop acting the fool in public and you'll be fine? How about that? Control what you can control. What you can control is your own behavior in a public space. What you cannot control is what CMR does. Okay? We're not committing a crime. We're not doing anything defamatory. Right? That would be a totally different situation. Then you might actually have some grounds to stand on. We're not doing any of that. And still, y'all of the opinion that this should be taken down. On what basis? Huh? Mama Gemma in the comment section as well. Once again, these are the times now that you just keep your mouth shut. You have nothing to say. Because when you open Pandora's box, you can't close it back. Right? You really can't. Oh, this should not be news. Okay, y'all missed the memo from June the 30th of 2017. Oh my God. How many times do we have to explain this? But you see, they understand it, They get it. It's just that when it's them, it's a different situation. We truly live in sad times when this is considered news. Nobody said it was news. Y'all better be lucky it's not 9:30 yet this morning. Nobody said it was news. It's called Mall Road for a reason. This is the Mall Road, sus part of what Mall Road is. Oh, we cover a lot of news. Lots and lots of legitimate news and information. And we also post this sort of thing, which we have been from 2017. And guess what? Once again, I've never seen you once get into the comment section, said it on any other video. So now it's a sad day that we live in, sad times, because this is considered news. But anyway, you go on to tell us more information. Thanks for the sus. This is a domestic dispute involving an innocent child, not entertainment. Y'all should be thinking about that again when you're out in public. With said innocent child. Somewhere along the line, we've lost sight of compassion and respect from people's privacy. What? Y'all not entitled to no privacy? You're on the side of the road, pulled over with multiple police cars there, talking loud enough for the whole neighborhood to hear you. The man wasn't up in your face with a camera. He was across the street and he could still hear y'all fussing and fighting in his yard. I don't blame him. Not my yard, not my yard. I don't blame him for being upset that at his yard. Because he probably paying rent for y'all to be pulled over into his yard. Cha. Nobody not lost no sight of no compassion and respect for people's privacy. Nobody invaded your privacy. That's the part that y'all don't seem to understand. Sharing and sensationalizing someone's most painful moments for clicks and public consumption is deeply troubling. Oh, God. Spare me. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. I know what this is. See this hairpin right here, so? Hold on. Okay. Watch this. Sandy, what's that? It's the world's smallest violin. You can't even see it. Playing a tune right now that nobody's interested in. That's what you sound like. The world's smallest violin. Playing a little, woe is me song. Y'all don't get it, do you? This is the times that we now live in, folks. Right? Where you take your business to the public. Everywhere else, anywhere else in the world, whether it's United States of America, TMZ would have been right there. ABC News, Fox News, everybody, when y'all out here acting the fool. Yeah, that's what happens. It's 2026. And it's been happening since 2017 and beyond, way before CMR even existed. Other places in the world, you do this kind of foolishness, you end up on social media. It's an invasion of privacy. You don't know what invasion of privacy means. Where's my law book, honey child? Where's my books? What, can I loan it to you? Because you need to understand and learn what invasion of privacy is. This is no invasion of privacy. This is an FOFO moment. This is what you get. There should be stronger laws protecting individuals and families from having their personal tragedies exploited. Really? Behind every headline are real people whose lives have been forever changed, and we should never forget that. Where's my violin? Keep it inside. Then it doesn't become our business. Oh my God. Seriously. Now, all y'all do is open Pandora's box for everybody to go like, oh God, mother of the century again? Girl, please. I like you, but you can't talk this kind of nonsense and get away with it. Like, really? I could just keep my thoughts to myself this morning. My facts to myself. Okay? Because most people know that you have got to be joking. It's nice that you have that comms degree, right? That marketing degree that you can put a couple words together that sound good. But the reality, if you're living in the real world like the rest of us, the reality, once again, is honestly, you shouldn't have said nothing. You should really not say nothing, because all you're doing today is embarrassing yourself. Because people who know. And they're just like, girl, please. You're going to have to take several seats. Not all that glitters is gold. That's what I'm going to say this morning, okay? And all you do now is you got people looking at you sideways like, that he's Mama Gemma done a hurdle. Lord Jesus, y'all need Jesus. Island Pearl says, I was just about to say, she's always commenting on the show. So where is all of this coming from? All she has to do is shut up. And now this morning, her comments are very surprising. Sandra Coe says, Anna, forget Auntie like these muzzles, these mozzies, Caymanian mozzies. Lord have mercy. It's a case of less is best, right? Lord have mercy. Island Pearl says CMR never invaded anyone's privacy. The person that took the video and decided to share it is who you should be addressing. And even them, they did not invade anybody's privacy. You are in public. You're in a public space. You have no entitlement to privacy. Y'all need to understand this. Okay? You have zero entitlement to privacy when you do it in public. How do y'all think that this is a private matter? In what world does that make any sense? Y'all see me keep looking at my clock. 9:04. Like I said, y'all lucky. There's no expectation of privacy here whatsoever. Huh? And don't blame the man who recorded it either. He was invading anyone's privacy. I mean, y'all had a little laugh at his expense. Good. I don't know if he thinks it's funny or not, but he wasn't doing anything wrong. The man is just like, get out my yard. Miss Marjorie going on and on about football. She says, oh, it's not till 12. I'm watching you, honey, chill. You sound like a cat. Who? Me? Oh, that violin playing. That's how a bad violin sounds. Haven't I seen Sue in the comments of the show every single day? This is the part that we all find shocking. Because like I said, you know how many of these videos we have posted and we have played? I've lost count. Okay? It's not in public, honey child. If it's not in public, then it's your private business. Once it makes it out in public, on the side of the road, and like I said, you're actually utilizing police resources, even worse. You know, when Caymanians say worse what we mean, right? See Popo car there? Next car coming in, right? Police, he didn't even get an opportunity to close his door. Okay? So now you're utilizing public resources, wasting police time probably. Although, I mean, this could have gotten worse because, like I said, them Spanish women, they chop you up real quick, you know. So you keep messing with them and you're going to find out. Police trying to keep y'all apart. The guy in the messy shirt, he's playing goalie, trying to keep the goal from going in. Like, y'all stay over there, so somebody holding this next one back because he looked like he ready to fight. All of this happening on the side of, where is this house, by the way? This is somewhere in Lower Valley. I mean, the road right there, people driving by. And you think that you have some expectation of privacy, y'all need to manage your expectations because this don't make no sense. This makes zero sense. Not one bit. Huh? Police have important things that they could be doing. Like trying to find some robbers and fighting crime. See, next police car came there. See all the cars up and down? Where is entitlement of privacy? Next person driving out? Why do you think you have any privacy? Tell me. Explain this in a logical way because I would love to understand how that idea of right to privacy came in your head. Like I said, I'm happy to share our law books that we have, media law books right here with you if you so desire. What a hot mess. See what it says here? Go Google it for yourself. AI says, as a general rule, anyone in a public space can freely observe, photograph, or record you, and you have no absolute legal right not to be filmed. What more you want? Okay. What a hot mess. I don't know what to say. All right, 9362626. Anybody else think they have a right to privacy when y'all in public? Hit me up because I'd be curious as to how exactly you come to that conclusion. I'm acting out and I have a right to privacy, Lord Jesus. Oh my God. Okay. No, Bobo. That's not how it works in the real world. I don't know where y'all from, but you're delusional. All right, some of your comments are coming up. This person says, poor Sue, embarrassing herself. That family needs a reality check. Okay, set of keys reunited with the rightful owner. Thank you so much. If you not unblock your friend Johan, I don't see why you would take down a video of an incident that happened in the public's view. Y'all don't get it, but y'all surely will get it. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I tell my friends all the time. I said, well, this is what I can tell you. If you find yourself in a mix-up, hey, El Ray, the most I can do is just pick a good picture of you. I will pick the best picture possible of you. In fact, I'll even allow you to send me the picture if you want. Because some of y'all like, make sure you get this side versus this side. And so I'll say, okay, send it through and let me see what I can do. But you're going to be covered. It's pretty simple. I don't really understand why y'all think any differently. And like I said, it has nothing to do with how I feel about a person. Some of y'all I genuinely like, and y'all still not got no sense. I'm just like, why would you do this? El Rey says it is a private matter. Unfortunately, it was taking place in a public space. Exactly. And so that means that it's no longer private. Y'all needed to keep it behind closed doors. As soon as you take a private matter and put it in the public place, just like those young ladies the other day, they fighting over drama too. Oh, well, she said this about me. Nobody into that. Nobody knew that until you decided to drag her by her hair and pull her down on the ground, with the real possibility that you could have killed her. So somebody there recording. Every matter is a private matter when you think about it, if we're going to use that definition. But that's not the legal in real world definition that actually works. Marshall says, who in the world thinks that they did the most in the public expect the right to privacy? They need to check their head. What a hot mess. All right, give me 1 second here. Gonna get some more of the comments up that are coming in. Miss Delcy says Miss Sue needs to go sit down. What she feel like, it's not happening, ma'am. Sorry. Johan says, Libertad por todos. Liberty for everyone. I hear you there, El Cubano. Aliano says, people think of your actions before you land on the mall road. Then it's fair game. Get it together. Get together, skin. What does skin mean in this context? I'm confused. Such a sad state. One morning when you have a chance, you need to tell me what happened with Miss Sue's family, because I totally missed it. One time I actually know the people you talking about. I missed it. You see what I'm telling you? Now, I was not even going to mention Miss Sue's name. And now, here we go. Now everybody's like, oh, I know them. What's going on? Tell me the sus. I want to know more. And I'm just like, Lord God, if you had only kept your mouth shut this morning. As much as I would like to, I can't teach common sense. You know, it is something that is really lacking around you. And unfortunately, I try to teach it in a roundabout way because all the time, like we've talked about the Barbara Streisand effect before, like just keep your mouth shut. Sometimes don't bring more attention to yourself. Don't comment or whatever. And y'all can't hear and you can't learn. And one thing my Aunt Lotta used to say, if you can't hear, you got to surely feel. Okay. So you have no right to privacy. You can jump on. And you know what is so funny? When Gemma posted that comment, I see 20 of you, tougher, not together. I see 20 of you liked it. Now she might be thinking, oh yes, a lot of people agree with me. Honey child, let me break it down thus. Okay, let me break it down this way. 20 people may have liked your comment, but that is literally out of 40,000 people that saw the video. That's not even 1%. That's a negligible amount. And you know what that means when so few people actually like your comment? That means that they're not really agreeing with you. They're just like, child, please go sit down. Do better. Because no. Let me see how many people have actually. Over 10,000.6 liked it. Insights say 39,642 watched it. 50% followers and 50% non-followers. So, and then we have interactions, 85.4% are non-followers. Yeah. So the 20 people that liked your comment are 20 people in Cayman that not got no sense just like you. I'm just saying. Okay. Comments. Give me 1 second. This one says, I'm feeling like it's the expectation of privilege. Oh. In this case, it seems largely on the color of the skin. Yes, I went there. What part of 345 you come from? Surname and financial status that determines who becomes content on CMR or news, period. Grandmother is always commenting, and now you're not supposed to go there? Oh, please, Linda. Linda. Yeah, it does come across as a little bit, I gotta tell you, I also got that. I mean, I wasn't gonna go there, but not there as in the privilege because of skin color. Like you think that's what it is? Some Caymanians just feel like they're different. But I was gonna go there in terms of like, there is a sense of privilege. I just wasn't sure where the privilege was coming from. This person's opinion is, the lighter Caymanians seem to think they play by different rules. Hot mess. Like, really? Not in my book, they don't. But anyway, yeah. And then I saw the cousin who decided to go in with these really nasty comments trying to come for me on a personal level. You see, that is where, when you start to cross the line like that, that's how y'all open yourselves up to lawsuits, because you don't get to, I don't care if you say it in Spanish, son, because you think people can't read Spanish. Well, when you start to say certain things, and again, this is a young man who's supposed to be, have done things. Oh, he's a chef and he, doing things in Cayman. And then you get on a public platform where people can see these sorts of comments and you think that your comments will have no repercussions. I hope y'all better pay attention to what's happening in court right now. Okay? Because Auntie don't take nobody to court unless she knows she can win. So mind yourself, because you do, and you can cross a line. Right? Y'all wrong, and then you're going to be trying to come for me, saying all kind of defamatory stuff. Don't listen here, boy. I got to give you the same warning I gave Carrie, who's now begging in emails every single day about she not got no money to pay for this lawsuit. I don't care what you got. Once you cross the line, you're going to deal with the consequences. Y'all better be looking at 9:30. So yeah, I mean, I had a question about that myself. Like, where is this sense of, oh, I told you to take it down? Who the hell you think you are? I'm like, what? You told who? Okay, and because you told me to, I'm gonna bend over because you told me to. Okay, y'all got me confused with somebody else. Next comment says that probably 20 people from both sides of the family like in the comment, 10 from hers and 10 from the baby mama. Lord God. So Miss Sue is always commenting on other people's situations, but she is all in her feelings now that it's about her family. Gemma is no gem. Funny. She been for the streets long time. Oh, honey child. It's not 9:30 yet. Oh my God. I don't even want to do a 9:30 segment because y'all done know. Y'all done know. OMG. So y'all believe people in Cayman to be paying attention. Y'all need to do better. They pays attention and they know your business more sometimes than y'all know your own business. You would do well with just shutting up. Like I told you, just keep it. And Miss Sue and whoever did this video should be ashamed of themselves. No, the shame of this is that you could raise children who gonna be out in the streets carrying on like this. Let me tell you something. As a mother of one child, I don't believe in corporal punishment. But the day I see my daughter out in the streets like this, carrying on with this, holding a baby in her hand, fighting with some no good man who probably can't even afford child support, is the day I might be tempted to drag her by her hair off said same streets so y'all can record it and put that up on Mall Road too. Because you have to wonder. You trying to shame people for viewing something in public and being shocked by it to the point where they record it and they share it? That is not where the shame should be. The shame should be that you could even get in the comment section and say such a thing. That means that you don't have no shame. I would be so ashamed. Oh my God, I would have to call Aunt Lottie. Hear me now. Ring, ring, ring. Graveyard Express. Hello, can I speak to Aunt Lottie, please? Oh my God, Aunt Lottie. I know you've been dead for over 10 years, but I got to talk to you about this because I am so ashamed of what my daughter just did. I raised her better than this. And then my aunt's going to be like, are you sure you raised her better than this? Because would she really be out in public carrying on like this? Oh my God. Let me go look at the man in the mirror, Auntie. I'll call you back. Click. Y'all ain't got no shame. Try and hush. Trying to shame other people. That young man who recorded it, he didn't do anything wrong, and he should not be feeling any kind of way about it. Your daughter would never be out in the streets in the first place. Child, I'm not swearing for nobody. I'm not swearing. Now I'm trying to keep her head in her books, right? So that she doesn't have a need to be out in the streets with no kind of foolishness. But the day she decides to go out there and embarrass me, one thing y'all better clock it. 9/23, June the 29th, 2026, Auntie said she not gonna be in no comment section defending no foolishness. I'll be holding my own daughter accountable. What are you doing out there with this no good situation? Why are you in public carrying on like a hoodlum? Didn't we teach you better than this? We expect better than you. You think I'm gonna get in the comment section or be messaging people about taking a video down? I will give y'all permission to slap me bald-headed the day that ever happens. Absolutely not. Not me. It not gonna be me out in those streets. And if I am there and y'all record it, please send it to Mall Road so it can end up the same way. Aliano says, people, it's simple. Think before you are a topic on Monday morning. Right? Buenos dias, señora Alba. ¿Cómo estás? And I understand y'all are human beings and you feel a way now that your family is being highlighted and your kids. But somebody says, yep, Better parenting is dearly needed. Oh my God. I will even co-host that show. Girl, trust and believe. Me and you both. I'd be in here like, I know I taught Gianna better than this. So this is on her. This ain't got nothing to do with me. She is going to have to take responsibility for her own actions. That's what I would be on here saying. Yep. La-di-da-di-da, do-do-do-do-do. All right, road safety.
If I'd known, most crashes don't start with bad intentions. They start with small mistakes. If I'd known, one small habit can change everything. Stay alert, stay ready. Brought to you by Road Result.
All right, folks, stay alert and stay ready. That's what I'm going to tell y'all to do as well. Stay alert and stay ready. Let me see what else is going on here in the beautiful Cayman Islands. Okay, yes, yes, and yes. Okay. Oh, we got some birthday greetings today. We'll be getting to those here in just a second. Give me 1 second. Can Miss Tisha Swaby step through the birthday door? Birthday girl, happy birthday to you. I told y'all I can't sing, right? Okay. Hold me to it. Wishing you a happy birthday, girl. So lovely to see that today is your birthday. Honey child. How old are you now? Sweet 16 all over again? Yes, sir. Let me see here. We're gonna embarrass you and put up a little birthday photo. So her birthday falls the day before our anniversary. We're gonna be 9 tomorrow. Can you believe it? Hot mess. 9:27. 2 more minutes. Oh Lord. Turning up on a Monday. Lord Jesus. Someone says, oh, perhaps it's because she's British. What does that have to do with anything? I'm telling y'all, everybody's messy these days. Like, seriously. Oh my God. See, now people coming with all your business. Oh yeah, that one is no example for her kids. Been married about 5 or 6 times. Men tracking in and out of her children's lives. Toxic relationship with the baby daddies. Police involved in, and I think some sort of restraining order. Child, you're not telling us nothing that we don't know. I mean, like I said, y'all should just keep your mouth shut. Because now people would be going, I wonder where the drama comes from for that poor young man. Is it really that, it's a Spanish woman that's the problem? I mean, we all sitting here wondering now, who's to blame? Well, I don't have all the details on the specific situation. What I'm going to say is normally there is more than enough blame to go around for everybody involved in these situations. The mother, the father, the grandparents who don't see no wrong in what their children be doing. The great-grandparents who don't see no wrong in what their great-grandchildren be doing, or the grandchildren or whoever. All y'all gonna be put in the exact same boat. Get it together. 9:29 a.m. and we are now officially off of the radio. I'm gonna just disconnect it to be sure. Bye, Bobo. Mwah. Yeah. What a hot mess y'all in. No, I'm not in the mood to turn up on a Monday. I don't really want to do an FOFO segment, but if y'all insist on going there, we can go there. Good morning, caller. Oh, hold on, honey child. I can finally hear you. I don't know what was going on last week. Hold on. I don't know what was going on last week. We couldn't hear you. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Ooh, honey child.
morning.
Morning, honey.
Don't kick off this morning. Don't kick off this one because from last week I'm dropping to pieces.
What's
My
going
great
on?
grandchild, the one that I told you about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It looked like some other child broke his ankle at school. I don't know. I cannot give you no information. And I wish if the parents of the other child could get my number and call me, let I get some full understanding because parents have to know how to deal with things. You can't just bully and jump off on people. You have to get good understanding. And it is killing me. He went on march on Monday, and I understand he got his ankle broke. I don't know if it's at school or what. And all I've been doing is sleeping and bathing and I'm not eating. That's the little one that I told you about that I was talking to her son about.
Yeah. Well,
there's no better old bully. You understand? And then his father can't even get no full information because he can't even go to the yard and don't want to hear me. She tried to chop up my grandson, but I can tell her one thing. I'm coming home so she can chop me up. Because I know one thing, I go and fail
No.
graveyard.
Okay, we don't want you ending up on Mall Road now. So,
yeah. In 2020 to threat me in my house.
Oh,
That
Lord
secret
God.
in my throat and to be flipping shaky. My papa come tell me that if I was his mother, would have slapped me. I not holding it no more. I said I wasn't coming on my road, but I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm not going to row about the people, the other parents, what happened, because children is children. But I need to get some full understanding how he got his ankle broken.
Well,
and I wish the parents, I don't want to hear from the mama. I don't want to hear none from she. My grandson, he is like, I don't know if he's going in depression or what, because he cannot get his child to see him when she wants. If he go to the yard, she cuss him out. I beg her a couple weeks ago to make him have his grandson, the brother, them had come down to funeral. And I beg her, and she still wouldn't make that little boy take his son. Goes so that nobody, the whole Cayman Island, no. People will hear my voice every year. School list is on my phone, it come. But all she wanted money. You understand? Till I even stop making his clothes go on by our house because by the time they reach it, they're all missing. You understand? I make them up in my house because I can't work. I don't want to walk naked. You understand? I want the mama here and she can come up there for me. She can come for me. You understand? Because I can see what she's trying to do is put my grandson in that word. You understand? If she don't get her papers yet so she can get it up for the little boy. She used my grandson and she used my great-grandson. And that's all she wants is papers. But I tell you one thing, Sandy. It not start yet. You know what I tell you? It not start yet. You understand? I love all my grandchildren and all my great-grandchildren because they're all scattered in Cayman Island. But this little one, I'm telling you, it's not going to go so. You understand? If Papa can't get no, how him go let him up Vibes Lane? Tell him about she wants to send him Jamaica, she wants to send him to go get missiles. Like the rest down there. But I tell her one thing, she lifted him right up Vibes Lane. That's where she need to can go put him up Vibes Lane. The house might be falling down, but he can lay down in it. You understand? Because I have enough. I have enough and I beg my grandson to stay far from her. You understand? Wait until I come. You understand? Instead she chop him up. Make she chop me up.
Lord God.
I have enough. I will try to hold it down, but I can't bear it no more. I cannot bear it no more. Talk about none of us do anything for that child. I have to be begging people to get money, go buy the uniform because you can't get none coming out. Buy no other man pick me. When I tell her to go get 2 more. So that he will send my grandson 2 years. You understand?
Well, Miss Lucille, what I would say,
if the parents for the other child I don't know, would call me and let me talk and find out what really happened, that he got his ankle broke. That, we can talk and deal with it. You understand? Because in our argument with the mama. Oh
gosh. Yeah, it's a sad situation.
I can't sleep for 5 weeks. I can't do nothing. People can't tell you anything, man. You understand? I send money to this one, I send money that one to go on the go get, but no. All she want, if my grandson not working Sunday, let me tell you something. You have anybody in a Cayman Island, people that know me, all right.
Yeah, what I would say is don't try to get yourself
I
in.
to hold it down, but I can't hold it. Because if I hold it anymore, I'm going to drop dead inside, yeah.
Lord have mercy. We don't want that. And we don't want you to stress yourself out. And also, don't come to Cayman and do nothing foolish, because then you'll end up on Mall Road too. So,
I cannot bear it no more. I cannot bear it no more. I cannot bear it no more. If you don't want him, carry him, go put him up on my yard. Carry go put him up there. You understand? But she just using that little boy. He should have get papers that you're going to hold on him and come talk about she can't police on my yard the passport. Tell the police come up here, me the passport, come take it from me. And my money, pay with you with my grandson and my great grandson passport. And I want them come to the summer. See they now he foot broke. He foot broke into the
Lord God.
I'm dying. I feel it to that little boy.
Yes, I mean
I coming home.
Well, don't come when you're upset, my dear, because that don't make no sense. Because there's nothing.
I don't care. I can go graveyard.
No.
I can't dead.
No, we don't want. Well, we don't want that to happen.
That's my belly feeling them. That's my belly feeling them. If they're wrong, they're wrong. And I talk to them if they do something. I say, I shouldn't have done this or whatever. But I know what I'm talking about with that girl. Well, take my picnic at 20 much year old. Go marry him. You understand that? Ellen and broke the bush. Man, the bush were married to Bigger West Bay. She stand up in a wedding boat, she a witness. She look like witness. You understand? When she then taking the Bigger. When she left the message down there the last time, you know, so she should have given to Bigger, but because she a fuck the girl daughter, Cooper. That's why she take my little boy, go tie up with this old hoot war.
Lord God. So that's another marriage of convenience then, is what you're saying?
Long time. And she never let him go, she had 2 more. But she take police come my yard to passport. I tell my grandson when the police come, give the police the phone. Make me ask the police what him pay for it. And if I him apply for. I have it now. I can't take no more, Sunday. I cannot take no more. I cannot take no more.
Yeah.
I do what I can do for that little boy. Everybody in Cayman knew. If people should talk, sometimes when we see the things, then they say, Jesus Christ, I never see one, so pick the wig one. Clothes and shoes, no food. But I can't get her money. My grandson now works, but she get it. But she too damn greedy. You understand? It's all about money. It's all about money. You understand? She was living in the house there. When me not did that, she take 2-room rent and I create money every minute. She depend but pay like taxi. And me go down in 2017 go find out. And if she want to kill me in my house, she and her papa. And it's a whole lot of things and don't talk. But this now, I am not going to hold it no further. She need to carry me, quickly go put him up on Vibes Lane. Can I go put him up there?
Oh my gosh.
But try to hold it up. But I tell you something, and I will dig if I find it. Couple of years ago, she sent come ask for money, and she get my daughter sent $200 give her, and in 15 minutes after that, she called me for my phone, cause me stink and black, and me have my iron donkey up. Just me say yes. Lock up my iron donkey up there, up here, and you gonna go lick up the door and jump in. You understand? My grandson, but she never tell me, never left. I mean, I go put them for tomorrow, but we said no, because I do not want the rest of my grandchildren in Cayman hear them the dirtiness when she cuss me. Oh.
My
I
God.
have enough now. I have enough. I have enough. I have enough. Me, I will leave a picnic, yes, but me try my best with them. When me come came and me drag them behind me, who I choose go back then go about them busy when they come off age. Oh.
It's a sad
When I come
situation.
to live against Cayman, and I come there to live with Cayman, and not to live against them. You
Yes.
understand? And we have people that Cayman we take like family. Oh.
Yes.
I try to live.
I
I'm not telling
mean,
you that I was any saint, but I try my best to live with Cayman people because I come of their country. You understand? And anywhere in the world I go, I try to live with people.
yeah. I mean, we really would love for more people to just come here and behave and come in peace. But you see, from you see these marriages of convenience start, there can never be anything good that can come of that. Trust me, because those people are not here for the right reasons. And I don't know anything about, who this woman's supposed to be and whatever, but
I never to call out. I just tried to hold back things. I said to my grandson, I said, you go there, see threatening, and you're not going to report it to the station. Because what? He's not a person like me, son. He's not outspoken. You understand? And he hold everything.
But isn't he a child as well? He's a child,
He's
right?
my grandson. I raised from baby.
No, but what I'm saying
I
is,
think
if he's a child, he can't just up and call the police on his own either.
No,
So
no. My grandson, when he go out there for the child.
oh,
to look
he's
for him.
okay.
He said he must come out and I had to chop him up with my shit. I said, you go there, she tell you all of that and you hold it. And you don't go station, go report her. She threatened me down there in 2017. And I sure I go with the police station and tell them. And what she do afterward? Send long gun. Send long gun. I was staying by Germany with my grandchildren, them is at the time. I never see her on the yard. Send long gun, but she send it on my grandson's phone. Come tell me that's what me I go get. And I overlook everything with that girl. I try my best to work with her. And all she do is look trouble for my grandson. So I tell my grandson, keep away from her. Keep away, because I see what she up to.
All right, my dear.
I'm just begging God,
Yes.
God, hold me up, dear Father Jesus. Just hold me up.
All right, my dear. Thank you so much. I mean, I don't know exactly
You take it easy.
what
Just
to
take
tell
it
you, but
easy.
yeah.
Just take it easy. Even my neighbor just come down just want to tell me you have to put yourself together.
Yes.
My cat, the cat even coming on the bed where I really have her in my room and I can't run her out. And when she hold her head up and look at me lay down on the bed up to last night, like he would say, what's wrong? By the time I'm down, she knows.
Lord God. Yes. All right, my dear. We're gonna have to pray in that
I hope she hears
situation.
that she not hear it. I hope other people go tell her. I hope if she not hear it, I said other people go and tell her.
Lord God. Wow.
Anyway.
All right, my darling.
All right.
Okay, honey. Okay. What a hot mess. Okay. Wow. What a mess. I don't even know what to say. Pure drama. Y'all need to do better though. Speaking of doing better, did y'all see this video of these marriages of convenience?
Guys, check this out. Does he have papers in Canada to guard the congregation and your pastor? Does he have papers in Canada? That's the simple question I ask. Answer the question, yes, sir.
All this.
Well, now, Pastor, God bless you. You may get on with your other information. Have yourself a wonderful day. May God bless you. I love you. If I have to bury her, every Sunday funeral after hers will be funeral. Every Sunday after her funeral will be funeral. It's a marriage of immigration, not a marriage of love. He has no papers. I'm not gonna sit here and push my daughter down that dark path. No.
What a hot mess. So, did that woman at the end say shame on you? The father say he is not pushing his daughter down that path because he knows it's a marriage of immigration. That's what he calls it, not a marriage of convenience. He says a marriage of immigration. Same. I can't blame him, honey child. What a hot mess. Anthony says, what a drama on the phone. Convenience marriage, gun, passport, broken bones, and unaware about the last street side shenanigans that was posted. Well, according to Grandma Sue, that sounds like some kind of anchor baby mix-up. Same foolishness again, I guess. I mean, I don't know. She's the one who's saying it's a Spanish woman's fault. So the thing about it is these situations can end really, really badly. When you're not getting into a relationship and a marriage for the right reasons, and you're getting into it for all the wrong reasons, how do y'all think this is going to end? It does not end well at all. My God. Wow. Back on topic, please. Yeah, her time is up, says this person. Next person says, this is not a therapy session. Thanks. Oh, my God. This individual says, it's 9:30. Turn it up. Blaze them. Let me just say this. You can't live your life in a particular way. I'm going to try to be as gentle as I can this morning. But you cannot live your life in a particular way and make decisions when you have children that you are raising, and all of your poor decisions fall squarely on the children. Yes? And then you think to yourself, when the children become adults, I'm sure this young man on this roadside thing, he's not even 25 yet, right? He's been traumatized by what he has experienced and what he's had to go through as a child because of other people making poor decisions. It's not fair. It really is not fair to children when we put them in these situations and then they grew up dysfunctional with all kind of issues themselves. And I mean, you know, we're going to judge him. We talking about no judgment zone. This ain't it. We ain't judging. That's not my road. We judging. This is judgment zone. We have a saying, especially when we're in family vacation, we're doing stuff with our cousins in Tampa. And, you know, the kids will say something. As parents, we're like, okay, no judgment, the judgment-free zone. What I'm going to tell you guys is in the real world, for example, here in Mall Road, it is a judgment zone. People are judging you. Yes, they are. They're judging your parenting skills. Every single time you got married and got remarried, had husband living in your house, kick that one out for the next Jamaican man who's lined up to take a taste of your, you know what, your little kitty and whatever. Honey child, let me tell you, people are judging those decisions. And when you have children involved, this is where it breaks my heart. Y'all need to do like the octopus. Did y'all see the octopus? Look here.
Female octopuses are being observed throwing objects at males, who refuse to leave them alone.
That's what y'all need to start doing. Take rocks and throw them at these no good men. They're not adding any value to your life. Learn from Mother Nature, because even Mother Nature know better. The octopus who y'all be snacking on at lunchtime thinking that octopus not got no sense. knows when a man not no good. Look at her, picking up rocks and throwing it with one of her hands. Get out of here, she says to him. She'll even spray ink on him. Y'all, this is what y'all need to do. When you find these no good men and women, throw rocks at them. Virtual rock. Not telling you an actual rock now, so you can end up on Mall Road again. But yes, the very decisions that you make. Hear this one out. Allegedly, the new Jamaican man at the time even threatened to kill the husband and his family back in Jamaica. Lord God, this is who y'all want to pick up and walk around the streets with your pretty hair and thinking that that's what matters? None of that matters. Because as Caymanians, we are our own worst enemy. We're managing to be as dysfunctional as we possibly can, raising the next generation of dysfunctional children and they'll become dysfunctional adults. And you know what's so sad about this? That yes, there is a child involved in this. That is really, I mean, my God. Because you know that child can't even walk yet, don't look like. And already, if this is what is happening in public, imagine what that child is probably being exposed to in private spaces. The fighting and the cussing and the carrying on. Come on. And your biggest concern is that Mall Road published the video? Your biggest concern should be getting every single one of them therapy. The Spanish woman you have the audacity to get on social media and cuss out, I don't give two shits which Spanish country she's from. Get her in therapy. Get your own grandson in therapy. Get the little baby in therapy because they're going to all need it. While y'all trying to make frivolous arguments about privacy rights that don't even exist, seriously, you need to really consider the damage that you have done to your own children. And you know what is so sad? That some of us as parents are just so selfish that we can't even see who we really are, what we have become, and what we have done to our children. We had at the early onset of the show this morning, right? Really good examples of what you do, how you can raise children to be good adults, to be responsible, to be focused on school, focused on their sports. And they grew up to be amazing people that are going to put Cayman on the map for all the wrong reasons. And then we see the opposite, which is young people who get it wrong. And I sympathize with them because I know that these young people, you know, at 21 years old, your brain is still developing. That is why this minister wants y'all to stay in school until at least you're 18 years old. Y'all don't have no skills. You don't have nothing to go out there in the real world with. Right? And your parents, a lot of them, have made your lives so much more difficult because of their slackness. They weren't ready to be parents when they had you. Some of them should have never been parents, if you ask me. But they certainly weren't ready for it. And what does that mean? Yeah. They're going to mess up your life. All of the foolishness that they go on with. All the fighting and fussing that you grew up seeing, you normalize and you think, oh, this is what a relationship looks like. When I have a baby mama, this is what I'm going to repeat, the exact same behavior. And I'm telling you that it is so far from the truth. We got to do better. We've got to demand better from these parents who they just think, you know, dressing up and going out there, that's all that matters. That's what they want to do. As long as they can have a man. Some of y'all would be so much better off in life without a man or woman. Because you just allow these people to come into your lives and just drag you down in the gutter with them. You know what Aunt Lottie used to say to me? And trust me, Aunt Lottie, for all of her faults, she had a lot of good common sense. She used to say, you can do bad all by yourself. You don't need nobody to bring you down in life. If you want to just be a hooligan and to, bring yourself down, she said, you can do that by yourself. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, I had a lot of got plenty of sense though. Why are you gonna take on a burden? And the funniest thing is the burdens y'all be taking on don't even be Caymanian burdens. You're gonna take on a burden from somebody somewhere else and give them the benefit of being able to stay in Cayman and bring Cayman down to like the shithole that a lot of them are coming from. And it's like, really? You're destroying your own life. You're destroying your family's life, your personal life, the next generation, and you're also destroying Cayman. How do you feel? When you look in the mirror today, how y'all feeling? Y'all feeling good? Because that's exactly what y'all be doing out in these streets, acting like pure hoodlums. Don't fucking message me with no foolishness about taking nothing down, because it ain't coming down. And I don't care if you butt hurt this morning. Y'all more hurt about seeing this video on social media than you've been hurt not raising your children properly for 20-something years. Isn't that ironic? I'm just saying. If y'all had that kind of feelings and put that kind of energy into what you could have done for the past 20 years when it comes to raising your children, we wouldn't be here right now. We wouldn't be talking about your perception of privacy that is completely wrong. Because your child wouldn't be doing this shit. All this fussing and fighting, they would feel like, oh my God, this is not what we do. Don't normalize stupidity. Don't normalize domestic violence and abuse. Right? Don't normalize all this fussing and fighting all over the place. And your children will not be attracted to it. The second they get with somebody who wants to be cussing, fighting, listen, he would have left her before he could have gotten her pregnant, because he would have been like, oh no, this is not normal. This is not right. And I deal with her. He would have known something was off. But when you've set such a piss poor example for your own children that they think, wow, this is how relationships work. Right? It is no wonder that they're repeating the same behavior. Y'all need to go and see a family therapist. That's what y'all need to try and do. Seriously. Anthony says, you ever notice people of value and basic assets don't engage in marriages of convenience because they know the value of what they got or achieved? It's usually persons of ill repute that majority engage in these types of marriages. This just shows you how valuable our citizenship is, and they giving it away. Marriage is one of the certificates you can get a license without taking a test, right? Oh, yes. And trust me, our people are beyond stupid when it comes to simply giving it away all the time. My God, we need to put a moratorium on these marriages. That's what y'all need to do. Y'all want to talk about immigration? How about we stop y'all fools from getting married? Save us. Save yourselves. You got people out here on NAU with no jobs, no income, no nothing. Sometimes these old men on death's door, but yet they can find some no good Jamaican, Filipino, Spaniard, somebody from Timbuktu to come and jump on them. I have never seen anything like it in my life. Not got nothing to offer them, but that is how important, as you rightfully said, that marriage certificate then opens doors to them. It's no wonder the government wanted to put in 20-something years before y'all could even get that Cayman status, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them one bit. Now we're going to see who's really in it for the long haul. El Rey says, yep, just pay attention and follow CMR show etiquette and rules. I mean, you know, y'all don't have to follow it, but when you don't, you're going to have an FO moment. Yep. And we're going to be talking about it. Don't get in the comment section talking about why we talking about it this morning, because we can talk about it. This.
Espérate. That's my jar. That's my jar. That's my jar. That's my jar.
I don't choose nobody.
Es mi yarda. That's my jar. That's my fucking jar. That's my fucking jar.
El Rey, first time ever Latin commentator on CMR, honey child. We will take it. That's right. That's my yard. You would tell them, that your yard. They better get the hell out of there. Anyway, poor Ting. Poor guy. The rest of you, I don't feel sorry for. I feel sorry for that child. Yes, I feel sorry that that child is going to be growing up in this chaotic environment. And if there's one takeaway from this, Miss Sue, honestly, let me say this morning, okay? If there's one takeaway from all of this, is you better try and get your grandson therapy. Instead of getting in the comment section, trying to blame me, trying to blame CMR, trying to blame the guy who took the video, everybody but your fucking selves, taking no responsibility for this. Huh? How y'all can be raising children and grandchildren and take no responsibility for their actions in the situations that they find themselves in, only God knows. But I'm going to beg you today to take some responsibility. Get these people in counseling. That is the best thing you can do for them. This should be a wake-up call that they're falling into the same generational patterns as the generation before them. And instead of trying to hide it, pretend it doesn't exist, only posting the pretty life that you want people to know, because people don't know your shit. Every marriage, every relationship, every cheating situationship, people already know it. Get them therapy. I don't care what Spanish woman he's with that you trying to cuss out. That don't make no difference to me. That child is already here. You can't put the child back in her hoo-ha, okay? The child is here. And he is going to have to learn to co-parent with this woman. Whether they are in a relationship or not doesn't matter. The most important thing now is the child. Prioritize the child. They've got to learn how to communicate properly for the sake of this child. Some of y'all needed to have your tubes tied before you even start having sex so you don't make these kind of mistakes. Now you have to focus on co-parenting. It's not too late. The child is young. You can still be a good parent despite all of the poor examples that you have seen in your life. You can find good examples. You can get help. You can get therapy. You can change the dysfunctional narrative of your own family. Trust and believe me, I know from personal experience. I don't sit on no high horse. I'm talking about this is the real world here now we're talking about, folks. Get it together. Do your part. Huh? Y'all think it was a mistake that I waited until I was in my 40s to have children? No. That was no mistake. That was intentional. Y'all hear me? Because y'all don't be ready. And if you're not ready, the worst thing you can do is drag a child into this type of a situation. Y'all gotta do better. I'm begging you. For the sake of the next generation, please do better. Okay? And for those of you who want to sit here trying to blame all road, I'm going to remind you of today's lesson. Plain and straight says government needs to put into law that marriage bans have to be posted on a public website that they create. Sticking papers in a window is a ridiculous way to post it, right? Because y'all would be surprised how many of these people get married. That's why they could really catch some more of these bigamy cases if they did it that way. One takeaway from this is they know who took the video. It's a Spaniard, and he said the word yard, and we can hear that he was inebriated too. Well, however it go, he's not to blame here. But here's today's lesson. Y'all ready for today's lesson? Gather around, class. Come to the front of the class. Johan, I want you sitting right in front. Cross your legs and sit right in front on the ground. Now look here.
And find out. This is the fuck around and find out graph. The more you fuck around, the more you will find out. You will never find out if you don't fuck around. As you fuck around more, you will find out more. You will never be able to be smarter and wiser if you don't fuck around. How to find out? Fuck around. Do dumb shit. You need to do dumb shit in life. You don't need to always make the right decision. Sometimes all you gotta do is just fuck around and find out. You do not know what is the right decision until you try. So just try. You will not know answers in life until you fuck around and find out. You don't always have to make the right decision. Yes. Sometimes you will only find out by trying. So just try.
Lord have mercy. That's the opposite of a good decision. But the end result is, you see the graph there? F-O, F-O, F-A, F-O. That's how it works. I mean, y'all be trying the most, and then you can find out. What a hot mess. I can't even. Hey, you know that's the dad, though, in the jersey. The dad of who? Child, I can't even. Kids having kids. Why and how is he a father? He's still a boy. I am dead. Child, I don't know. Who's father? Not of the baby. Listen, y'all just gotta do better. So the young man is for her or the young lady? Look here. This is the thing. Like I said, I didn't even know who was in this video. Like, nobody knew until they started getting in here in the comment section. So apparently, let me see here now. This is what people have said now that they outed themselves. Is the guy in the jersey, the messy jersey must be the grandfather. And then the baby daddy, the little boy, he's one of those other people. I don't know these people. Right? Somebody say get on the ass off the internet. So is he the one that's being held back by the woman in the background? They said, I think the guy in the messy jersey is Gemma's son's dad. Right. That's what I understood. Somebody identified him. The baby's dad, and he's the grandfather. So which one was the dad? Let me see here now. Let's play the video again, because I'm still trying to figure out all who's who. But like I said, the family members got in the comment section, identified themselves, really, outed themselves. What a hot mess. No, sir. Lord have mercy. You know, my song of the year is this Jamaican Liar by Raz Kaya. He is so funny. All right, let me see. Let me go back to the video. So I believe, yes, the one in the jersey is the granddad of the little baby. Right? And then So this little one standing next to him, is that the baby daddy? That's what I'm suspecting. So you see that young man right next there in the white shirt? I think that's the baby daddy arguing with the girl with the baby. See, that poor child being exposed to too much already. So yeah, and the police kind of pushing him back. Granddaddy pushing her back a little bit, telling her to go over there. He looked like he trying to be the one with a little bit of sense in this situation. And then who is this next one over here with this woman? The one over there and the back there being held back. Like he really trying to go hard. And I don't even think he's the baby daddy. He must be the cousin. He must be the cousin. It is true. I observe how Linda comments, and trust me, she's very, very white in how she comes across. I stand to be corrected, but being prejudiced is how she comes across to me most of the time in her contributions. Linda. Yeah, the one in the right, the white t-shirt. Okay. And then the next one over in the corner, that's the cousin. Because he looked like he want to go for somebody too, and some woman trying to hold him back. What a hot mess y'all in. Is he now arguing with the father? And the father trying to talk some sense into him? I mean, he not gonna respect for his own father, look like.
That's my jar. That's my jar. That's my jar. That's my jar.
Trying to make it out here. What he say?
I don't choose nobody.
He didn't choose nobody. Child, you better try and choose your child. That what you better try and do. Choose your child, honey. Choose your child. Let me back it up a little bit.
I don't choose nobody.
I don't choose nobody. Choose yourself and choose your child for a better life. But this is ridiculous.
Es mi yarda.
Es mi yarda, see?
That's my yard.
See, dime.
That's my fucking yard.
That right, that's your yard. You better tell him, get out your yard. Oh, he said stop the fuckery. Now next police officer coming. I think that the father's saying calm yourself down. Yeah, he trying to give him some good advice. Just calm down, son.
Es mi yarda.
Trust me, this only baby number one. At the rate that y'all going, and what history has proved, you at least have another 5 or 6. And if you do this with every single baby mama child, you're gonna be worn out. Now y'all be killing off yourself at such a young age too. No, sir. What a hot mess. Let me try and listen again.
That's my yard.
That's my yard.
That's my fucking yard.
I know that your fucking yard. He says stop the fuckery. Maybe that's the father, which would be the grandfather child, to tell them to stop the fuckery and just relax yourself, because you're gonna get yourself in trouble. Yeah, I think the father trying to talk some sense into him for true.
That's my fucking yard.
I know, right? That's your fucking yard. He's like, get out my yard, my yardie. He lives with his grandmother, has no respect for his father. The father tries with him. Gemma treated him bad from small, so it has affected him. Oh my God. The one in the messy shirt is the grandfather. Okay. Y'all need to be careful who you decide to have children with. That right there. Boy, not me, TD. I ain't not doing it. You had to come with something better. Not just a little old pee-pee for me to be like, oh, I'm going to have a child with you. No, you better look at where they're coming from, honey child. The mess they're already in. So it's Gemma's son's father. Yes, okay. He lives with his grandfather. Who is he? The son's father? No. The baby or the son lives with his grandmother, has no respect for the, talking about, okay. the father now in this situation has no respect for, so he lives with Sue then, with Miss Sue. Oh, has no respect for his father. Well, that's obvious. And has, the father tries with him. Gemma treated him bad. Lord have mercy. What a hot mess. Jorge high and can't get home. Did he sound drunk? I'm still trying to listen. Did he sound drunk or he was? I think he's saying that's my girl, not my yard. Listen good. My girl? No, man, I think he's saying that's my yard. That's my yard. I don't think he's saying nothing but the girl, but then again, I mean, we can listen again, but I think he's saying that's my yard. That's my yard. Just that he has a strong Spanish accent, you know? Did he say girl or yard? What's the consensus? Let me hear. My God, nobody wouldn't even take that baby. I want to know who the one in the background. Look like he's trying to take on somebody.
Espérate. That's my yard. That's my yard. That's my yard. That's my yard.
His name is Robert Roberts. Who's Robert Roberts? White t-shirt is the dad. What a hot mess.
That's my yard. That's my yard.
Yada, yes,
That's
yada.
my fucking yard.
Yada, yada. That's yard. He never said, no, he's saying yard, man. Yard. Yard. Yeah, yard. Yeah. Anyway, I wish y'all the best of luck. Y'all need therapy. Y'all need Jesus. Y'all need something. Because this is not cutting it. And it's really unfortunate, you know, that everybody now up in your business. So what can I tell you? Get help. Get professional help. That's the best advice I could possibly give you. Okay, he was with his father but won't listen, so went back to Sue. Well, you can't listen, y'all gonna feel. And in the meantime, bringing innocent children into all this ruckus. Have y'all ever heard of condoms? Do we need to have a condom demonstration on how to wear one, where to buy them? Can you still buy them in bulk? You used to be able to get them in the big pack, in a box of like 50 or 100 condoms at a time. Do we need to be giving away free condoms? Ladies, before you go lay down with a man, can we get you well-versed in how birth control works? You know, it's pretty effective these days. You can get the shot, you can get the coil, you can take a pill, but most of y'all can't remember when it comes to the pills. You can do the, what's the ones that you put in your arm that are good for like 5 years at a time? There's so much that you can do to not get pregnant. You can also just close your legs, but I know that's asking a lot. I mean, oh, that one is a big request. Bigly request. So I know that that's not gonna happen. But anywho, what else can you do? What other forms of birth control? Condoms. So, I mean, we got some good options in terms of birth control. So pick one of your choice and stick with it. Because y'all know y'all don't be wanting these children. You just bringing them into a bad situation and then making it worse. So I'm begging y'all, please and thanks. You know, pick and choose one. And in fact, if we need to start a CMR, almost like a GoFundMe account, I don't know what we'd call it, but, you know, birth control account or whatever, we'll do that for you to just make sure y'all don't be getting pregnant. Because that's the worst thing y'all can do when you're in situations like this. You bring children into horrible situations. This is not a good relationship. Like I said, They can't even communicate with each other. They can't co-parent. They can't do nothing. My God. All right. That's all I got for you, honey child. I am out of here. Got work to do. Got bills to pay. Got a child that needs to be doing her math homework so we can get her doing some reading and stuff. Oh, we found a really good reading program. I'm going to tell you all about that later on. Excellent reading program. She's loving it. She's volunteering. Oh, can I go read a book? I'm like, yes, you may. This is where y'all energy need to be spent. Oh, God. Is there any hope for us? I mean, I try to be a hopeful person, but I don't know. Some days I'm just like, Lord God, what a mess we in. All right, keep hope. Because, you know, when I see young people like young Jaxon, Jade, and all that, I'm hopeful. I really am hopeful. Miss Dean says late, but here anyways. We'll have to hit the rewind button, definitely. Miss Lucille will continue to pray for your situation. And hopefully it gets better. All right, beautiful folks. My other child, Zeus, has a vet appointment today. So we're going to take him to the vet, and then he's got to go to the groomers. So, you know, y'all should have a dog first as some responsibility. That'll teach you a little snippet of the expense and the responsibility that comes with having children. Just a little snippet, though. Get a cat, get a dog, get a hamster, get a goldfish, get anything, but don't go out there having children when you're not ready. All right, that's all she wrote. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Tomorrow is our anniversary show. So I would really love for you guys to tune in to that because we have got some good prizes. 75-inch TV is up for grabs tomorrow. Who wants a TV? Me. I got enough. But I'm telling you, excuse me, you could win it. You just got to call in and answer a few questions. I need to go and sit down with the questions now and decide what questions we're going to be asking. But I'm so excited. I am so excited. Giving away a 75-inch TV. That is like, woo-wee. Woo-woo. All right. So don't miss the anniversary show tomorrow. It's going to be really good. And lots of other fantastic prizes as well. So, yeah. Tune in early, okay? I'm trying to find my little video that I can play for you guys. So, we got lots of good prizes for the anniversary. And it's a good TV too. Crystal UHD. Samsung. Take that. Ice cream machine, creamy machine. You can do gelato, ice cream, yogurt, all kind of fun stuff. Dash cam, that's a $450 prize. We got the Buzz HD. You can watch your soccer on that. Oh my gosh. Do not miss out. My apologies. Yep. Gonna be good. All right. So tune in early. And yeah, we'll get started early. Okay. See you guys mañana. 9 years. Can you believe it? This Thursday, June the 30th, we're celebrating CMR's 9th anniversary, and we're saying thank you to our amazing supporters with some incredible giveaways. You could win a 75-inch Samsung Smart TV, a Van and Pro Dashcam, a Ninja Creamy Ice Cream Maker, and a lovely Cayman Islands coat of arms tote bag. Many more prizes too. Here's how to win. It's so easy. Simply tune in to the Cold Hard Truth on Tuesday, 30 a.m. Call into the show when you hear us announce a question, and that's it. Get the answer correct, and you could be walking away with one of these fantastic prizes. For 9 years, you've trusted Cayman Mall Road to keep you informed, hold leaders accountable, and be the voice of the people. Now, it's our turn to give back. Join us on Tuesday, June the 30th. Tune in, call in, and win big. And from all of us here at CMR, thank you for being a part of our journey.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Cold Hard Truth on Bobo 89.1 FM. Cayman's #1 talk show is live weekdays from 7:30 a.m. Never miss an episode again. Watch anytime on CMR's Facebook and YouTube channels for the latest show episodes. Don't forget to follow us online on our social media channels. And visit CaymanMarlRoad.com for all the latest news and community happenings.